Hey there, med students. It's your friendly neighborhood doc here. Just wanted to bring you a video tonight and talk a little bit about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution. Boy, is that a mouthful. This is issues 3 and 4 that I'm talking about currently, written by Kevin Eastman and Tom Walz, with art by the Escorza brothers and Ben Bishop. So, it's been a while since these issues came out. I actually missed issue 3 and had to go back and reorder it from eBay. Got it in the other day, reread it last night, or I should say read it last night, and then ended up reading issue 4 just a few minutes ago. So here's my thoughts on these books. They are bigger than life. They are both oversized, almost magazine-sized issues. Issues 3 and 4 of this miniseries. So, this has got really, really excellent artwork in it. I will say that. It's got an anime tinge, or, a little bit scratchy, but at the same time, you get some really, really great panels like this, which is their robotic cohort, Professor Honeycutt. And then you do get action, you get stealth, you get fighting, you get all of these different things. But as I was reading these 2 issues over the last couple of days, I came to a realization. And that realization is these books are just too wordy for their own good. There's a lot of action in these books, and there's a lot of stealth. And there's a lot of moving around, and you get to see Casey Marie Jones, which is the daughter of Casey Jones and April O'Neil, who is leading the new Turtles and leading this group in order to try to stay alive. The Foot Clan are gone, but they've been replaced by pretty much a Kingpin light type character. And it is an intriguing story, but there's just so much verbiage on each page that it's ridiculous. I guess it's because I don't ever see them use caption balloons or narration balloons, but look at all of this. You're ruining the artwork with all of these words. And you would think that somebody who's been in the comics industry as long as both Kevin Eastman and Tom Walz, you would think that they would kind of rein that verbiage in. But apparently not. Apparently they want to tell you every single thing that's going on. And sometimes that's okay. But even in the 3rd issue, it was a little bit less verbiage, but still, you have word balloons galore, just absolutely eating up the real estate where the artwork should shine. You should give the Escorza brothers and Ben Bishop a chance to really go after it. They did an excellent job telling the story artistically in the first miniseries. And if you give them the opportunity, that same opportunity in these issues, then they can tell the story without you having to tell everybody exactly what's going on. A lot of people like to pounce on the idea that John Romita Jr. is no longer the artist that he once was. He's not. He's pushing 70. He's not going to give you the same artwork that he gave you, my God, 35 years ago when he was 30. When he was drawing Spider-Man, like I said, almost 35 years ago. You're not going to get that same level of detail. But the one thing that the man can do is tell a story, and there doesn't have to be any words or word balloons or narration or anything at all. These guys are not on that same level, but they can tell an amazing story through their artwork. Look at the detail on the artwork. Look at the facial expressions. Look at how exciting the poses are. They have good enough art better than good enough art to tell this story without it getting bogged down with words. I am an overly verbose writer sometimes. I'll admit that. But at the same time, there's got to be quiet moments. There's got to be contemplative moments. Moments where you sit back and you think, a lot has happened in this story. A lot has happened in this book. But how can I relate that to myself? What did I learn from reading this story? How did it make my life any different to have read such a story? And that's where I think this gets lost a little bit, is the fact that it's story over art and actually substance over style. You've got to have, in a visual medium like comics, an aggregate of both of those. You can't have one controlling the other. If every issue is 3 words uttered and it's amazing, beautiful Todd McFarlane or John Buscema-like artwork, even that's only going to get you so far. On the other hand, if you have a guy who draws like Todd McFarlane or John Buscema, and you fill up every single panel that the man draws with that overly verbose style and 17 word balloons, eventually that artist is going to get lazy because he's going to be tired of his art being covered up by word balloons. Secondly, people are not going to buy that book either because you've got, again, it's a mismatch. There needs to be just enough verbiage and just enough story to tell the reader what's going on. But then you have to leave room for the artist to breathe. You've got to give them an opportunity to show off their storytelling chops. That's what people love about comics, is the storytelling chops that the artists bring to the title, no matter what that title is. So I like these books. I'm not real sure that I like buying them for cover price. And I don't know when issue 5 or if issue 5 will see the light of day. I'll be kind of sad to have lost Miracle Man and The Last Ronin in 2025 if IDW just decides to go belly up one day. But by the same token, it has been a good story. I can't recommend it. I can't recommend it the way that I would love to because of just too many words. It just drowns the artwork out. And I don't remember the first mini being that overly wordy. I just don't. I don't remember there being that much story that you're trying to tell in these issues that you have to shut down the artist and not allow their art to move and to breathe and to live. So these were bigger than life, but at the end of the day, I can't really recommend this particular miniseries from IDW because like I said, there's just too much substance over style. So unfortunately, guys, that was a less than stellar Bigger Than Life, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Are you reading this book? Is the $9 price tag a little bit too high for you, and you've had to cut back on some other books and cut back on this one as well? Just let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.